What's up, people? So I was just sitting there. I was thinking about something. I was thinking about kind of my town, and I'm sure that this happens in towns all over the world and all over our country. So in towns like where families have existed for generation after generation, let's say since like the 40s or 50s or even longer than that, certain families based on their last name, like the town becomes to know like certain last names of people. Like this is what they do. This is what they're known for. Like certain families might have lots of criminals in their family. And it might go back to the 40s and then it goes into the 60s and it goes into the 80s. And they've always just been like not even all of the people in that family, but a lot of them, a large portion. So the town begins to know that family or that last name as they've been associated with being like criminals. And then I think another thing that happens is that the family even begins to buy into that image themselves. Then that's what they become. They become known for that. Other families might, be families that, let's say they invest in property and they've been doing it since they were in the 40s or 50s, and their great grandfathers did it, their grandmothers, their parents did it, their uncles and aunts did it. And now they become known for investing in property, having owning things like that. And then their family buys into that. So I think that's what happens in some of these towns. Generation after generation, they become what they are based on, like their last name. People will automatically put them in like categories because that's what they know that name as, especially in like some of our smaller towns. They become known as a certain thing. And then it really becomes dangerous because then the family can actually buy into it. And some of this stuff can be negative stuff. It doesn't have to be positive. It could be negative. Maybe they're fighters. Maybe they fight all the time or they're violent. They become known as violent people. And they start to take on that aura like we're fighters, we're violent, we'll beat the crap out of you, all that kind of stuff. Or some people might be community servants. Their family is known for serving the community. And that's what they become known for. So even when those families in those towns, when they go to school, for example, I don't know if it happens or not, but maybe the school will see the last names that they had 5 generations of kids from that family, and all of them they're like problem kids and getting in trouble all the time and cussing out teachers and stuff like that. They become known for that. So it becomes hard for the ones who are not like that to overcome this image that's been placed on them or that they've gained through living in these towns for years and generations after generations. So this is what I think is happening to people. This might even happen to groups of people. Like this might happen to black people living in a town or homeless people living in a town or, white folk that are, making $25,000 or less. They might say, well, this is how they act, or you know what I mean? This is definitely happening. And I think this puts people in certain categories and it's hard for them to overcome this. So this is just something I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know what you think. I want you to like, subscribe, and message. Let me know what you think about this. Peace.